Bad times produce strong men produce good times, and good times produce weak men. And sometimes people think, oh, if only the situation was better, if only things were aligned the way I wanted them to, I would be doing a lot better. There are two factors that determine how a salesperson would perform. We have what we call the contributing factors, and we have what we call the deciding factors. The contributing factors are everything. See, when everything is working the way you expect them to work, everything is going the way you expect them to go, money is coming in at the pace you want it to come in, prospects are responding to you at the pace you expect them to respond to you, what's happening there? All the contributing factors are aligned. Now, can all the contributing factors be aligned? Yet some people will still not do well. Yes. Because the contributing factors are not everything. What really determines your success as a salesperson are your determining factors. Your grit, your desire, your hunger, the drive, your why. What is driving you? What do you have to gain? What are you working? What is the motivating factor? Those are the deciding factors. Your emotions, the things that you can't see, the things that you can't see. There's a difference between resources and resourcefulness. Nobody has all the resources they require, but everybody can be resourceful. Resourcefulness means maximizing what you have, using what you have to get the best out of what you want. So the first thing, three traits that the best salespeople have. 3 traits. And these 3 traits, please type in the comment section below what you think some of these traits could be. Even before I start saying them, you can just give me a comment. Maybe just mention 1 or 2. I won't be surprised if everybody already knows, because you see, it's one thing to know what to do. It's something else to get it done. Now, among these 3 traits, some of the things in these 3 traits will make it possible for whatever you have written in the comment section now. If you feel you don't have those traits yet, it will help you develop those traits. The first point, state management. State management. STATA. State management. When I talk about state management, we're not saying what state are you from. We're saying how do you manage your emotional states. Your state management, okay, when we say state management, think of it this way. If you're going for an interview, and okay, for example, in this part of the world, a lot of people feel pressured when going for visa interviews, right? Because they feel like, wow, I spent so much money to get the opportunity for the visa interview. Wow, I don't want to mess it up. So they feel the pressure. Now, when you focus your mind, because what you focus on will determine how you feel, right? When you focus your mind on the fact that, oh, I put in so much, I don't want to lose the money, this visa interview, if I don't get it, this is what's going to happen. If that's what you focus your mind on, it will affect your emotional states. It will affect your body language. And 55% of communication is body language. It will affect how you feel, how you move your body, and it will give up the wrong vibes. However, what if you look at it differently and you changed your interpretation? You focused on another thing, and you said to yourself, wow, I'm experienced. I've been doing this for a while. I talk to people normally. I'm good at what I do. I believe in myself. This is an opportunity to even show and showcase what I've done over the years here in this country. Whatever it is you have to tell yourself, why don't you focus on that so that when you go there, you have the right emotional states? Have you ever performed or done something before and people were like, wow, so you can do that. Wow, so you can do this. But at some other time, you tried to do that same thing, but you just didn't really get the proper outcome. Why? Because at the previous time, you were in a perfect state. You were in a high emotional state. At the other times, your emotional states seem to have dropped. Now, your emotional states, several factors can control and affect your emotional states. One of them is your physiology. When we say physiology, we're saying how you move your body. Because science has shown that there's a connection between your body movements and the way your mind works, and your creativity, your productivity. For example, if you see somebody who is depressed, Somebody who is unhappy, somebody who feels things are not going the way he wants them to go. How would he move his body? He'll probably slouch his shoulders and walk. And when he's speaking, you know, it's well. You start hearing people say things like, it is well. It's well. You know that this one, the emotional state, is a depressed emotional state. But if you change your physiology, you chin up, you chest out, you walk tall, things are not going the way you expect them to go. You're owing people everywhere. But you chin up, you chest out, and you walk tall, and you talk assertively. What's going to happen? It's going to affect your emotional state. Because the body affects the mind, just as the mind affects the body. If you got home and all of a sudden your spouse was like, "Hey, wow, wow," and you're like, and you didn't have a, you were not happy with your day, and all of a sudden, your spouse jumping rejoicing. What's going on? What's going on? As you're seeing her jump, wow, what's going on? Hey, before you say, hey, what happened now? What happened? Okay, well, okay, tell me. You see, your state has changed. Just to show you how powerful you are. You can always change your emotional states. The power is always in your hand to change how you're looking at things and to change how you feel. Don't get into traffic and let the traffic situation make you now feel that, oh, everything is over. No. Look at it differently. Oh, how can I use this traffic situation for personal development? So the first thing that affects your state, your physiology, how you move your body. How you move your body. The second thing, your diet. Science calls it your biochemistry. Your diet. What you eat. A salesperson, the top salespeople, check how they eat. They will not be, they won't go and be eating junk food and be going out for prospecting, junk food and be doing cold calls. They will take care of their bodies properly because they know that to produce excellence, the body must be excellent. And when we talk about biochemistry, we're also talking about, apart from eating, we're saying resting, sleeping properly. You know, many years ago, it was so funny. I was in the bank then and I didn't have a car then. So I would enter buses to get to the office. I would enter like 3 buses to get to the office. So after doing this for a while, man, I will get to the office, I'll be so tired. I won't even be able to do the work I'm supposed to do. So tired. So I tried something for like a month or two. I kind of stumbled on this. I came across someone who one evening I was about to go home and I decided to join him in a car to go home. While we were in the car, I just said, I realized that, I was able to sleep all the way to the office, to my house. Then the next morning, I said, can you come and pick me up? Because it seems like you stay around me. So I can pick you up because you stayed around me. So he'll pick me up in the morning. I will sleep in the car all the way to the office in the morning. Then join him on the way back, sleep all the way back. Ladies and gentlemen, I did this for 2 to 3 months. Do you know that my boss sat to me and he said, we look at your performance and we've seen that in the last 3 months, your performance has improved month in, month out. Can you imagine? Skill sets have not changed. I just rested more. Because the way you take care of the body would affect how your mind will work and would affect the kind of results you produce. So, eating well, sleeping well, exercising, these things bring a boost to your performance. There was one of our top sales guys in the office then. I asked him, I said, hey, bro, how do you plan what do you do every morning? He said, man, he does push-ups every morning, at least 30 push-ups every morning before he comes out. And I could feel like these exercises this guy was doing was tied to this kind of performance was producing. The second thing, apart from state management, is energy. Energy. The faster you move, the faster you think. The greatest salespeople are full of energy. They are ready to go. And you see, energy is a state of mind. Apart from the fact that, of course, if your biochemistry is in order, you eat well, all these things are in order. But there are people who eat well, they put all these things in order, yet they don't have energy. Because it's not only about what you put in your body, your state of mind as well. Your intention to live full of energy. Your intention to live full of enthusiasm. Positive vibes only. Going the extra mile. The next point. Third point. Learning quickly. The first point, I said state management. The second point, your energy. The third point, learning quickly. The best salespeople are masters in fundamentals. They are masters in fundamentals. What are the fundamentals of selling? Prospecting or lead generation, prospecting, building rapport, qualifying prospects, identifying the needs of the prospects, preferring solutions, handling objections, closing sales, getting referrals, knowing how to ask for referrals. There are people, they don't know how to ask for referrals. They'll just say, sir, please give me referrals. That's not how you ask for referrals. To ask for referrals, there's a technique. What do? You first of all ask the prospect. You say, Mr. Prospect, can you tell me 2 things you've enjoyed from buying from us? Can you tell me 2 things you've enjoyed from doing business with us in the last 1 year? Just tell me 2 things you've enjoyed. I would love to hear from you. Now look at my body language, my tone of voice, how I shook my head. All these expressions make it possible for the prospect to give you information. What if I said, Mr. Prospect, tell me 2 things you've enjoyed from us in the last 2 years? It will be the same feedback. But the energy, hey, Mr. Prospect, can you tell me 2 things you've enjoyed from us in the last 1 year? Tell me just 2 things. I'd love to hear from you, sir. He would say, okay, well, I like the fact that, I've even seen growth in my, you hear something good. Then you now say, okay, sir, if you've expressed all this, I'll be glad if you can just bring out your phone. I have my notepad here. Let me just write, just give me 2 to 3 of your friends who you feel I can talk to or I can offer the same solution to. Hope you don't mind. I'm willing to have you give me, sir. I did this many years ago to a prospect, and I remember the man, he got his phone out. Of course, I've done it over the years, but I remember this particular one. He got his phone out and he said, all right, okay. I said, sir, I know you're very busy. That's what I'm asking you to just give me now. He said, okay, no problem. You don't bother his phone out. The people he gave me, Celestine Babayaro, he was a popular Nigerian footballer. He was very popular and high-profile individual. He gave me about 5 of them. All right, so call these guys, tell them from me that I told you to come and engage him. So there's a skill. Ask for referrals. Learn quickly. So if you learn all the fundamentals, you know how to book appointments. The greatest salespeople, they know how to book appointments because that's part of learning quickly. Because if you can book appointments successfully, you must know how to sell the appointments to a prospect. Because if I cannot sell the appointment to you and convince you to give me the appointment, it will be difficult for me to convince you to give me the money. He that is faithful in little is faithful in much. If I cannot get you to give me your time, how will I get you to give me your money? A client reached out to me for business a few months ago, or I think it was not a few weeks ago. And based on the amount of money we're trying to discuss, I said, all right, when can we have a meeting? Because I was looking at the amount of money in question. When can we have a meeting? The person said, he's not available for a meeting. I just knew that because he's not available for a meeting, he's not available to give me money. Because if you're not willing to, someone is not willing to give you their time, they will not give you their money. Because he that is faithful in little is faithful in much. So you must sell the appointment. Let the person see reasons why they should be willing to meet with you. If you can convince the person to meet with you, you most likely will be able to convince the person to pay you for your product or service. When you're now in the meeting, part of learning quickly, you must know how to convince the prospect to speak to you. Of course, you use open-ended questions to do that. Convince the prospect to speak to you. That way, you'll be able to convince the prospect to be able to hear you out about your product or your service. So, constantly learning. 3 things the best salespeople have: state management, energy, high energy levels, and learning quickly. Constantly learning, constantly improving. Once you come out of a sales meeting, don't just come out and feel like, and just go on to the next meeting. No. Every meeting you have as a salesperson, it was a lecture. Every meeting you have as a salesperson, it was a training. When you come out of there, you consider, what are the things I learned? Don't judge yourself. Don't ever say things like, I should have done that. No. Rather, focus on, what did I learn from there? What did I learn from there? Okay, next time I'm going to do this better. Next time I'm going to do that better. And you see yourself improving. Remember to comment, remember to like, remember to subscribe. Please share this link with others so that they can join us and learn how to sell effectively. When you work with us, when you join us in these programs every day, you'll be able to navigate all your sales difficulties and be able to excel in all you do. Remember, you can watch some of the replays we have for the previous days and improve in your sales as well. Thank you so much for joining. Remember yes. My team is talking to me here. Yes, Monday. So I thought, sorry, today's Friday. Oh, wow. Yes, so Monday. So on Monday, we're going to continue on our series on how to sell when no one wants to buy. Thank you so much. God bless you. Enjoy your weekend.